Did I get this right? Let me. Hold on, let me see if I can change this. I don't want to stop streaming. Oh, let me do this too. Actually, yo, I'm live right now. So, well, and I can't sleep. So, dang it. Let me try that again. Yo, I can't sleep right now, so I'm live. Join the stream. Gonna be doing a couple things tonight, and I have a booger in my nose, but y'all won't see that. So, just do that right there. So yeah, join the stream, and that's that. Yo, I'm live right now. Come join the stream. Make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Yo, I'm live right now. Make sure you join the stream, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, your auntie. I can't sleep right now, so we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna get it going. So yeah. Just waiting for this to finish uploading, then I'll be good. Alright. Alright. Okay, so let's actually switch me back to where I can hear on the thing. Sound output AirPods. Okay, make sure I got this right. Okay, cool. I can hear. OBS. 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 Okay, so we're gonna start by finishing reacting to the America's Worst Driver. I don't think it should take my stream down necessarily. I just won't get any money, which I don't get paid from YouTube anyway right now. So yeah. Why is this open? Quit. 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 That's right. Instantly stuff started going down. Quit messages too. And turn off Finder. Or close out of Okay, whatever. Watch later. Did I put in watch later? Oh, here it is. I gotta prepare myself because I can't stand Crystal.
Show me how to make thunder.
Critics are raving about Avatar: Fire and Ash. It's the #1 movie in the
Still in this 1972 Cadillac.
If you, I should probably record this. As a matter of fact, yeah. Let me just record this. Louise. Santos. What's up, YouTube? You already read the title. I'm finishing the rest of this video probably. But not probably. I'm finishing the video today, and I'm looking at a screen. I should be looking at a camera. Every time. It never fails. Hopefully I'm loud enough. Let me turn this up a little more, because it's currently like 2:30 in the morning. As you can see in this top corner. Is this high enough? I still might be a little quiet. So can I crank this up all the way? Hello. Do I have to really get this close? Whatever. Alright, you seen the title. I'm finishing this video. Subscribe. This shouldn't be getting my stream taken down, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Cadillac Coupe de Ville on a course we call the longest reverse in the world.
Oh, I guess I should recap a little bit. The drivers that's currently left, 3 of them are scared and 2 of them are idiots. That's basically it. 3 of them are scared to drive, and that's their biggest issue. The other 2 shouldn't have a license at all. Well, none of them should technically have a license, and you do need to be investigated, whoever gave them that license. Anyway, moving on.
I said the word.
That is pretty. That's a big distance. Wait a minute.
I'll show you how it's done. Their first task is to get it in a reversible position.
Once I get lined up, I'm off to the races. Slowly.
That's a nice car.
Oh, wow. She's tight.
But it's a straight line.
6 inches on either side of the car is all the room the drivers are being given. However, she widens up as I go.
Between the parked cars, there's a foot on either side.
Now I'm able to look straight out the back. I can see both of the rear fins of the
Tell me
Cadillac.
how to drive.
And I can see the far end of the road, which is where my gaze is focused.
Now, once I get into this concrete
Wait,
section, it's wide.
When I saw the preview, it looked like someone was trying to rush this part of the course. This isn't something that looks like it needs to be rushed. It looked like it's going to take a minute. It looked like it should be taking a minute. So, yeah, I'm a bit curious.
Wider still,
So, what's gonna
And
come
it
of
gets
this?
wider still. And wider still as the course continues. Completing this kilometer-long course takes me 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
do Canada's worst drivers know how to reverse in a straight line? We're about to find out.
Mike starts off at a speed that is ridiculous for this course.
Mike, stop.
Hold on. No, I don't need it moved. Let me, because I got sidetracked. Let's set this right here. This is part of the reason I want to go live on TikTok. Well, I got to get my live access instated with me, so I could at least, be there and record from record me from my phone and encourage people to join my stream. Okay, yeah, that is right. Why he's starting off like that? Okay, never mind. This dude needs to have his license taken away.
At a speed that is ridiculous for this course.
Alright, let me try this again. This is ridiculous. Why is he?
Mike! Stop! Come on, Mike, what are you doing, buddy?
Literally.
Hitting things. Yeah, so don't do that.
At this point in time, he should not be hitting stuff.
He's got a huge truck at home, like a huge one. It's not a lot shorter than that.
Looks kind
He
of
needs to
crazy,
get a new
actually.
vehicle at home.
This thing's crazy.
Yeah, but so is a truck crazy for you, right?
Yes.
Do you ever
You're
use
a
it as
bit
a truck?
crazy.
No.
Get rid of that thing and get a little car.
That sounds like a great idea.
Mike is confident that he will graduate. But he doesn't want to quite yet.
I will graduate, but there's still so much more that needs to be in my deep subliminal mind.
I mean, police is almost, I guess, whatever that's supposed to mean. Whatever.
When we
supposed
come
to mean,
back,
I don't know.
the rest of Canada's worst drivers endure the longest reverse
Bro.
in the world.
I know that's Crystal.
This is not going good at all.
He kind of sound drunk. Like he sound a little bit tipsy. Did he have a drink before going? Which I think there was
Canada's worst drivers are doing the longest reverse
letting-
in the world.
What are you doing, buddy? Hitting things.
Yeah. Okay.
And Crystal is not preparing. She's staring at her phone. To get lined up with the course, Crystal looks backwards while
Don't.
driving forwards.
What is
Ain't no-
wrong with you?
There's nothing funny about that.
Sorry. It's not a joke, okay? It's not
Literally.
a joke.
Everything she hears in terms of feedback or new learning for her really feels like criticism, and she just attacks.
There's a accident. It's a stupid styrofoam thing. Like, go yourself, you piece of.
Don't have an accident.
Don't get me mad. It's early in the morning. I probably shouldn't have reacted to this. Probably should have waited till later. But there's no way. There's no way. She was looking like this. Sitting up there. Don't get me started this early in the morning. I'm telling you.
Before the course has even started, drive with a bit of care.
And I'm not even that bad, and you're mean to me.
I'm not mean to you. You just
She's not bad. She's not bad. She's not bad.
hit something coming out of the gate before you've even started, okay?
I
She's
was trying
freaking
to
awful.
line up the back.
I know, and you hit something with the front. So just
she's
acknowledge that
whining?
as opposed to everybody around you stupid and mean, okay? You need to start driving with a lot more care.
Did she got the nerve to cry.
mirrors? Are they set for
No, I forgot.
You forgot. I bet you did.
Stephen, why don't you hop out with me?
No,
Please.
don't take him away.
Please.
If she met herself, what would she think of that person? God.
She'd love it.
No.
Already.
I
That's
can
enough.
do this. It's just
you
backing
can't.
up.
I've lost all faith in you, Crystal.
No.
Instead of investing herself in this learning
And
process,
this is what I'm talking about. Take her license. I wonder if she loses this competition. We're gonna find out after this video because I said I was gonna see what updates they had. So we're gonna find out.
starts texting while behind the wheel of a running car.
Are you for real?
What?
Are you texting
Please
while
take
you're
her
on the
license.
challenge course?
What? I'm not doing nothing.
Exactly. You're not doing
texting
anything.
while
Oh my
you're
God.
here?
Stop.
Someone punch her.
You don't realize that that's
I'm
part
done.
of the lessons we're trying to teach? Don't walk away. Don't do that. Don't be so silly.
She needs to be punched.
Get out of the car if you want to send a text.
Why can't I just be in the car? I wasn't even moving.
Because I want
You're
to
supposed to be doing it.
condition you to do the right thing. This.
I just got my stream suspended. Okay, I'm still recording at least. But what? I just got my stream suspended. It's not even telling me why either. You're not going to tell me why my stream got suspended? Policy violations. You're telling me nothing, YouTube. Did I get a copyright? It's not gonna let me click on it. YouTube, tell me something, man. Wait, hold on, am I back? Why did that's what I'm talking. But okay, so this thing literally just cut me off from watching YouTube. I can't watch the video. I can't watch the video. So as soon as I stopped that thing, it came back up. Man, all right. Switch back. Why is it not switching back? No, stop doing that. No. Alright. Well, that's it for right now, I guess. I'll just finish reacting to this on regular video, I guess. I mean, I'm streaming right now, so I'll come back to this later. They literally stopped my stream until I stopped playing this. Okay. Alright, YouTube, you got it, bro. I guess we're moving on to the next thing, which I plan on playing FNAF. I guess I'm playing some Five Nights at Freddy's. What the heck? This is so weird. Alright, man. YouTube, most of this was just it was a bit weird, YouTube, so I guess let me just stop the recording right there and then come back later. So bro, that is literally so weird. Okay, so what can I react to? Because I'm not gotta psych myself up to play Five Nights at Freddy's, so I am terribly bad at that. pretty sure I can't watch Catfish on there. I had that as a kid. Gay test. Wow. Okay. I technically could be paying for that on my computer, but I don't want to. Dang, I don't even. Sony giving PS5 or Sony giving PS5 update. Gate Ultimate Gate test. Hold on, bro. Let me. What kind of miss? Fun tests and silly surveys. You sure? Are you trying to tell me something? Like, no, this isn't fun or silly. This is kind of crazy. Block, bro. I've seen said, yeah, because that's like twice now. Three for, bro, what? Sir, clothing? I'm not a woman, bro. I don't need that. Chris Hansen. Bro, now I'm curious to see what kind of ads pop up, because what is this nonsense? Shut it down. Worst dentist ever. Okay, man. Proud of smelling bad. I don't remember watching this, but I guess we can see what Pie Mat 7 got in store. Nah, cause I don't really wanna. Why everybody live right now? Look at this. Everybody's live. Bro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people are alive right now. Excuse me? What am I playing for free? What kind of game is this? Advertiser identity verified by Google. Pay for it. Hold on, bro. We about to see what Jolly Castle Limited is. Location, Hong Kong. What is this nonsense you got me? What you got me watching, bro? Oh, whatever. I have to do it manually, I guess. Copy. I know, I saw it. But Jolly Castle Limited. Bro, what kind of mobile game is that, though? Are all of these from the same advertiser? Bro, what? This is all they got. Oh, wait, see more anyway. No, okay, so this is all from, because they getting similar ads that I am. Who is this Jolly Castle? And then got Jolly Ranchers. I guess this is technically a Jolly Castle. Shenanigans, bruh. Happy Ending Parlor. Jolly Jumping Castle. I don't think people should be jumping down this one, specifically this one. If someone jumps off of that, they might, do a little Peter Griffin. But I don't know. People want to be necessarily jumping off of these. That's a high fall. I don't know, man. Whoever this dude is. Oh, this looks kind of cool. It's very extensive. If this thing will ever load. Why isn't this thing loading? Man, getting cold. So imagine, is this just like a mini bounce house viewing expedition? Hold on, bro, let me see. Yo. Bro, these are a lot of bounce houses. Is that one big bounce house? Wait a minute. Yo, this is one big bounce house. I mean, I thought they would have been spinning. Okay. Jump, slide, and bounce on an ultimate adventure fun box. The world's biggest bounce park is at Outlet Shops of the Bluegrass. I've never heard of the Bluegrass. I'll look it up after this. Spanning more than 25,000 square feet. Gosh. Funbox is no ordinary bounce house, I can tell. It's a massive inflatable playground packed with obstacle courses, climbing walls, and giant slides. Giant slides and bounce zones. Built for endless thrills. Designed for kids, families, and the young at heart. So, adult children, basically, who still act like kids. It's the kind of larger than life fun you have to see and experience to believe. Huh. August 2025. Well, we're currently in 2026. I'm curious about this though. Yo, that's one big bounce house, not a bunch of little ones. It's one big bounce house. Yo, what the heck? I mean, it's large for its size, but it looked like it's just a parking lot. It looks like a parking lot, but it looks cool. Let me see that again. It's definitely, I'm impressed, honestly, because it's a giant bounce house. What are they using for the air supply? I wonder what they're using for the air supply. Like, how many of those air things, that you put inside the bounce house? I wonder how many they're actually using. Because what? This is impressive. Dang. Okay. Where's Bluegrass? I can still hear me. It's probably like a little. Why does that sound? Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I can't hate too much, because from an aerial view is like a portion of the parking lot, but it's kind of like a town fair kind of thing when you think about it. I'm impressed. That's all I gotta say. I'm impressed. All right, moving on. Can't hate it all. Oh, I didn't got sidetracked. I was looking at this weird ad company that's all of a sudden, this ad is everywhere. Okay. Bro, let me see.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
there's this ad I've been seeing every time I open up YouTube. Am I gay? By the amount of times I've seen this ad, it's definitely a sign.
Wait, let me get this dude his credit. Okay, Clumsy. All right. This ad is everywhere. I was just talking about it. We're gonna continue searching into Jolly Castle Limited. Probably should have kept recording, because I feel like this would be a decent video. But yeah. Let me do that right now. Fill YouTube in, since my last joint got nuked by YouTube. Exit full screen. Start recording. What's up, YouTube? So lately I've been seeing ads that seem kind of targeted, but not targeted, and it's by this one company. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. By this one company called Jolly Castle Limited in Hong Kong, wherever that may be. So, and this dude Clumsy, that's at the bottom. Make sure you go follow him and whatnot. I mean, he's talking about it. I've never seen this video. I literally came across it searching on, well, doing image searches on this Jolly Castle Limited. So yeah, we're going to watch this. Then we're going to go back. It's a short 3-minute video too. So
time for me to
your attention span should be good.
Figure out whether I'm actually gay or not.
Nice.
Based on a self-examination of myself, I do not think that I am gay. Not even in the slightest. I be bouncing on that shit, I call it. Not even in the slightest. But I guess we're gonna find.
Yours might be a little targeted. Yours might be a little targeted, my good sir.
Find out. Alright, bro, so now we're on the website and...
Oh, this is
what the fuck am I looking at? I came here to do a gay test, a gay examination, and we got unlock the mystery, discover the rarity of your name. How many people at school have a crush on you? What does your name say about you? Bro, why is there a massive ass? Nah, this guy is down bad. Look how jolly he is, bro. Smiling big as hell because of the massive booty cheek, bro, I swear. If it's one of those games where you click on it and a bunch of random ads start popping up. Yo, speaking of games, I've been playing some of that ranked Jerkmate, bro. Like, I've been grinding it ever since it came out. Right now, I'm at...
How do you manage to get this down to a 3-minute video? But, and why, bro, let me...
4,740 faps per second stamina level.
He's a gooner. He's a gooner.
Level 30. My rank right now is at Golden Gooner. My goal by the end of this week is to get at least Emerald Edger, bro. Like, I'm gonna be hella disappointed in myself if I don't end up reaching Emerald Edger. Bro, I need to apply for a job. And yeah, bro, now it's time to find out my gay meter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, skay. Yes, bitch. No, bro, it's not what you think. Which drink do you prefer? Cosmopolitan, beer, wine, or soda? I don't know if it's just me, but I've never heard of a cosmopolitan drink in my life. So my answer has gotta be between beer, wine, or soda. If I'm being honest, I don't really drink wine like that, and I've been drinking soda way longer than I've been drinking beer. So I'm gonna have to go with soda for the first one, bro. Like, you can't be a crisp, cool...
What? Okay, so are they gonna base the answers off of the sissy answers? Like the sissy choices you make? And I'm putting air quotes around that because obviously there's nothing sissy about soda, but who knows how they analyze these
and
things.
refreshing Dr.
Ew,
Bob
Dr.
on a
Pepper?
scorching hot day. I mean day, fuck. What is your ideal Friday
Okay, he
night?
might actually
Clubbing,
be
dinner
gay.
date, movie night, and game night. Clubbing isn't really my thing because they be playing the worst and most basic tunes to ever penetrate my eardrums. Dinner date is only good because of the food. Like, if the food's bussin', then I'm not
what
saying
was
a
that
word,
first
bro.
one?
I'm not starting any sort of conversation. My main focus is gonna be on the food, and I'm gonna be fucking that shit up respectfully. Movie
Okay,
night depends
food
on
is
the
tough.
movie, just like how the dinner date depends on the food. So
I
the
hate
right
the movie
answer
so
has
much.
gotta be game night, bro. And you guys already know what game I'm gonna be playing. Yes, sir. If you're not
Bro.
grinding on that jank jerkmate, if you're not grinding on that rank jerkmate, then what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Is
Hop
this
on that
true? You
shit
wanna get
right
taken down
now.
again?
Pause.
No.
How many gay friends do you have? From what I know, I have 0 gay friends. But you never know. Like, you could be
Bro, if you
acting
gonna
sus
get
with the
this thing taken
homies. Like, you
down,
know how it is. You
please.
start grabbing each other's ass. And sometimes I can take it too far. I mean, someone else could take it too far and end up doing something
Sir, you're not helping your case. Please stop this madness. You're not helping your case, sir.
crazy.
Bring that thick ass back here, boy.
So because of this, I'm gonna just say I have 2 gay friends.
Yes, kid.
You're
How
one.
good is that dude?
Have you ever liked someone of the same sex?
Nah, putting yes, bro. Nah.
Thing is right. I don't think it's wrong to like someone else of the same gender. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the best footballer on the planet, and millions of guys like him because of how good he plays football. And it's not gay to look up to another guy because of their aura or how skilled they are at a particular skill. So for
know
this
that ain't
one,
no
I'm gonna
Playboy
choose
car seat.
often. Have you ever kissed a person of the same sex? Like, this question is such a bait, bro. Of course my answer is gonna be never. Alright, so when I click submit, it should tell me how gay I am. And the result is 100%.
Wait. What is it?
Is
What is
100%.
Say you gay, my boy.
You've earned this, so hold it up high.
Bro, oh, what? And, bro, I'm so confused. This helped me not one bit with my quest to find out what Jolly Castle was. But I guess, man, that was extremely wild. And he's 100% a gooner. Like, I'm being so for real. It's a 5-minute video. I made that a 5-minute video. Okay, I'm gonna end that right there. Actually, I'm gonna end not the stream, but the video. I'm gonna end that right there. A nice 5-minute video, a little short. Actually, a lot short. My other video idea got taken down. Well, I had my stream taken down. I can't react to that right now. I will come back to it. I'll combine both of them because I have that as a separate video. If you want to see more of it, come to the streams. Do I stream often? No. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Subscribe, like, comment, share. I'm getting better at talking finally, so watch. I'm gonna mess around and jinx myself. See, look, all right, bro. All right, bro, no. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, alright, I'm going back to doing this little quest. That was such a random video that I thought was gonna help me out, but it's not. Okay, so I mainly see this nonsense. Just check the YouTube advertisement. Found an interesting result from Hong Kong. Are you gay? Test this, bro. The rest of the results might be, bro, I don't care. Just show me the rest of the results, bro. I mean, it's not what I'm looking for, but we're gonna do some actual searching, see what comes up. Jolly Castle Limited, Hong Kong. I'm scared. Huh? Wait, what? This isn't at all. Jolly Castle Limited was incorporated on November 8th, 2022 as a private company limited by shares registered in Hong Kong. I jinxed myself when I ended that video. The date of annual examination for this private company limited is between November 8th and December 20th upon the anniversary of incorporation. The company status is listed as live now. Jolly Castle Limited has been operating for 3 years, 1 month, and 24 days. Yeah. Bro, why am I seeing a bunch of furniture? Should I be showing? I mean, it's a company, so it's not a literal address, and this is public. Register of charges unavailable. Wait, did they get charged or something? Website. Okay, I'm scared. Close. Bro, I'm seeing nothing but furniture. And okay, I need something else on this. Office and business furniture. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything about Jolly Castle. Okay, so company directory, Hong Kong. Alright, I guess. No, company profile. So Jolly Castle Limited ads. Okay, maybe Indeed will tell me something. Vendor manager, YouTube creator support. I mean, I didn't know I came on here to look for jobs. I was hoping that I'd see something that could help me out a little bit. No, this isn't this isn't what I wanted. Bro, I'm limited AI. What is that? I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Info Clipper. I think I'm about done with this search. You know. What is Jolly Castle Limited AI? Now I'm curious, but I'm not curious. I guess I'm looking on Reddit. Let me see this. Not what I was expecting. Huh? Oh, wow, this is a nice looking ad for that company. I don't know what they're saying either. Newer version. Can this? What was that? Wait a minute. What was that at the end? Nah, you're not slick. Ooh, what? Bruh, this ain't helping me at all. The ad in question is a short video by a company creator that supposedly doesn't exist. Depending on the translation, the company is referred to as Lucky Advertising Company, Apple Advertising Production Company, or just Ad Production Company. This ad has aired only a few times over the past 20 years. Are we talking about the same? Are we talking about the same thing? At least an ad, then something big, unspecified, happening months later is... Okay, so I'm falling down a rabbit hole that I don't know where it's going. I'm kind of scared to see what Jolly AI is. Hold on, let me... I'm gonna just do this and then find out. What is this? Oh. Oh. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's wrong. That was wrong. It's just this. Online users 6.2 Pro. What's what? Oh, I guess. Bro, this is a mysterious company if there ever was one. FU Jolly Castle Limited. Okay. Crappy mobile games. You gonna understanding AI virtual assistant. What is? I found only a little bit about this. Not Jolly Castle. They mostly do kids game sites. Well, it's actually made by Jolly Castle Limited when I clicked on the 3 dots. What can I say except delete this? Okay, so time to sue Jolly Castle Limited, I guess. There's a bunch of people. Okay, this one is a video. Kick the buddy.
So, what do you want to do? I could go the distance.
Let's just kick the buddy. I'm confused. Is he trying to click out the video? I'm not clicking on that. Yeah, because I just came across that one. A new one from Jolly Castle Limited. So no one knows who Jolly Castle Limited is, I don't think. I mean, I found a little bit on them. Free K-pop games. I take it this is Jolly Castle Limited as well? Do these people give a crap about copyright? We have Subway service at home. These games, I know for a fact these games never work, especially Rail Runner. What? I guess, man. I guess. How the F is this allowed? I'm scared to click on it. Malicious website detected. App Mercia. I can't speak. I hate YouTube so much. I don't know what that is. I'm not clicking on that. I don't even know what to say. Scam. What on earth? What is that? I'm not gonna go to what the. So the only thing. Yeah, that's enough for Reddit. All right, man. Bro. Jolly Castle. So what is it? Jolly Castle Limited AI, or Jolly Castle Limited? Ooh, what is this? Yo. YouTube, look at your website, man. Cause what is this? Jolly Castle Limited ads I get on our school Chromebook. Okay, let me try being specific with this. Cause I don't think there's any. What? Why did I just get recommended my own video? Hold up. Hopefully, if we hit 300 subscribers while I'm on stream, that would be great. Okay, is this a real? It's common, but I'm barely on my computer. I've had enough of ads made by Jolly Castle Limited. Once again, Jolly Castle Limited AI. So are they all kind of one big company? Since when is... Excuse me? What the heck? This explains why Jolly Castle Limited game ads are so common. I use incognito to simulate a regular YouTube user. Okay, let me see what they're talking about. I've gone incognito. Play for free. So it's just, who's clicking on these? Who's freaked out enough to be clicking on these ads that it's become so common? Jolly Castle Limited, again, paid for by Jolly Castle Limited. How much money do they have to be spending getting their name somewhere everywhere? Bro, what? Bro, this regular YouTube bro, what is, bro, what the guy, hold on, bro, actually not. I ain't risking nothing. I ain't showing nothing. Shoot. What is this?
Yes, down there. Completely. It's total body grooming. Finally made safe. You can even shave your most sensitive areas. Yes, down there.
What kind
Completely
of...
without worry. Our skin safe technology means no
Bro, what kind of ad is this? Just say that, bro. Don't.
It's virtually impossible to hurt.
Bro, you don't have to do all of this. What is this beginning of the ad?
The shaver. It's total body grooming.
YouTube, bro. You gotta get a handle on your stuff, man. Thanks, YouTube. What?
Look at you. So tiny. Are you sure you can handle all of me? Don't worry. I'll be gentle. Or maybe not. Find me in Blush, right?
Alright, bro. Are these a bunch of...
She's my virtual girlfriend. I created her for myself, and I can do anything I want with her. Want one too? Download Blush.
Let's lock in a little bit, please. She's my virtual girlfriend. I created her for myself. Bro, I'm not showing that. But what the... What is good with people, bro? This is just...
Photo into a video.
for there's no reason. Oh. Why are all of these ads? Are these all YouTube ads?
The dad whistles a code with a child hidden underfoot.
Why?
Why won't you let me sleep with you? When you grow up. There's a real child hidden in the photo frame too. Why won't you let me sleep with you? You'll understand when you grow up. Take a look behind the curtain. Why won't you let me sleep with you?
You'll understand when you grow up.
Open the bathroom door again. You won't let me sleep with you?
You'll understand when you grow up.
Then open the wardrobe above. Why won't you let me sleep with you?
Bro, what?
Sit still!
Hold on, bro. They're raiding a dentist place. I got y'all. Y'all go watch this way. They're raiding a dentistry. Here you are. Right. Let me restart this. Bro, what kind of ad is this? Yo. Bro, what the heck? I hate it when I'm visiting my dentist and 2 armored vehicles destroy everything. Literally. If your dentist's office is just one exam chair in the center of a warehouse-sized room, you probably shouldn't go there anymore. Yes, I'm a bot, by the way. Are you sure? Huh? It's terrible. Crossed Out is an awesome game, but through a bit P2W. What is P2W? But the mobile version is publicity team makes it look like crap. Okay, bro. You got it. I mean, if that's your portion, bro. Alright. We're going back on this little hunt, I guess. See more anyway. What they got? Once again, I'm getting Jolly Rangers and stuff. Like the first maybe 3% of the page. Not even 1% of the page is really Jolly AI. This is a mysterious company by all senses of the word, because they got ads. That's about it. They got ads. There's no actual website. From the little bit that I found earlier, this, if I'm not mistaken, still crazy. Jolly Castle Limited. It has a business registration apparently, a CR number, date of incorporation even. It's been around since 2022. And it's a live company. There's no website. Like, I clicked on the website. I'm not clicking on that. There's no website to go to. Is this the website? Bro, this is the website. Bro. Ooh, okay, I guess. There's no physical website for this. Jolly Thinkers board game publisher. I don't think. Huh. Jolly Thinkers. Okay, does this have anything to do with Jolly whatever? Let me see this. Copy. Paste. Okay, probably. I need. Okay, bro, you're not giving me nothing. Board game club in Hong Kong. I don't think it got anything to do with Jolly Castle Limited. Jolly Castle reviews. Not clicking on that. Very underwhelming. What? Bro, it's just ads. There's no company. There is a location. I guess I could look at that. I guess I'll look at that. Pretty about nice. Because it's a legit company. Whoa. Not now. I just want to close. Copy. I don't want it to take me on Google Maps. I just want to see where images. Huh? Is this the? This is the office space. Oh. And yet I see nothing. I see absolutely nothing about this. No. So is this company even real? Because it had, this location does exist, but it's not tied to Jolly Castle Limited. At first glance, at least. It's not tied to. So this could all be fake. All of this could be fake, maybe. These could be fake credentials. As a matter of fact, let's find out. Searching is free. Paste. Oh. I mean, wait. That's only the first thing that came up, but... Hold on. Because I feel a little stupid, but that's whatever. Serial number usually means complete registration number. Okay. Okay, so I guess I could just look up. D-I-S-T. Whatever. I can't spell. Dang it. Nope. About to do some. Can I not just look it up? No, I want to see. No. I can't just put a company number in. I mean, Jolly Castle A Limited is up there, but let me see this. Okay, actually, let's see. Copy. This might not work because this is a US thing. And they're in Hong Kong, but we'd love your feedback. Jolly Castle Limited. File date range. Last 5 years. From 2021 to 2026. Oh, but the site. Okay. Hold on. Okay, this is already saying something different. Whatever this site is. Oh, wait, no. It's a Hong Kong company directory, allegedly. Saying they filed in 2022. This is saying 2021. Which, I'm surprised anything US has this. Oh, wait, no, where's I feel stupid. Wait. Does this have to be a? Wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? results found in the past 5 years, considering about expanding it. Yeah, I mean, this either is because this is U.S. and they don't have anything on other governments thing, or this company isn't real. Last 5 years. I'm doing the last 10 years. See if anything. Yeah, no, it's one of two theories. One, it's because this is a U.S. search, and the company is outside of Hong Kong, or Jolly Castle Limited is not a real company. That's in the United States. Starting in 1994. Corporate resignation. Let me see, bro. Let me see if that company's registry. Okay, hold on. Let me see. This is allegedly a Hong Kong thing too. Let me see if anything will come up if I put a Jolly Castle Limited. I don't know how to site. Okay. Sort by date. Okay, 2022. Newly incorporated registered companies which have changed name. This is text version referenced. Newly incorporated. Okay, so far the 2022 joint is right. $18 Wealth Limited, 25 Home Limited. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need a translator. This is gonna be an ignorant search, ain't it? This is gonna be quite an ignorant search. Hold on, give me a second. I'm about to embarrass myself. I'm not about to embarrass myself on camera. Oh, okay, so this, okay. English to Chinese, alright. Probably should do that. I really spent the first hour of the stream trying to figure out. Okay. No. I'm gonna move you over to right here. Okay. Copy. Yeah, no, don't care. Paste. There's a plain text version of the report. Wait, hold on. Did I have that in? Oh. They have that. Okay. Let me copy, paste. Okay. So far I don't see anything about 2024, 2202, which probably different dates because it's a different country. Shopping Limited. I'm looking for Jolly Castle Limited. I guess. I think this is via alphabetical order, so I'm going all the way down to J. F. G. H. And then I'm still in H. Dang, there's a lot of H's. Okay, I'm in I's. J. Dang, there's not that many J's. Okay, Jolly Castle Limited. Going down to. Okay, here we go. J-O. So far there's no companies on here. Oh, Jolly Castle Limited right here. What the heck? So it's a real company. Joint Honesty Limited. Joint Powerful Limited. Okay. So why is this company so mysterious? Copy. I wanna. There's definitely more things to know about this company. Nah, I'm not gonna get that nosy. Dang, that's really Jolly Castle Limited. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's a real company, but there's no information on it besides the little bit that I found right here. There's no website like companies, kind of tend to have. There's no known, like, you don't see the room that they, office space, I should say, that they have. But they're a real company. Can't say they're not. Can't believe they are. What the heck? And they're in all caps. But why were they? Who made Jolly Castle Limited? That's my next question now. Who owns Jolly Castle Limited? Okay, no. I forgot I could do that. Who owns Jolly Castle Limited? Likely a private entity behind aggressive game marketing. Huh. Yeah, this is definitely mysterious. There's no... Did I miss something in here? Company name. They have it's a real registration number. Real business registration, I guess. It's a real business registration, I assume, because that's real. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true. I don't know. Company type, private company, limited by shares. But even limited companies have something like on it, man. It's only had one name, Jolly Castle Limited, and they've been going since 2022. This is a rabbit hole that took me right back to the beginning. 42 Jolly Castle Limited ads YouTube jobs. Wait, what? I clicked on it earlier, but can you apply to this? How much? Bro, what? Can you apply to do this? To do stuff for Jolly Castle? On Indeed? Bro, so it's a game company that has a space, an office space, and I mean, it's, pointing to the fact that it actually exists, but there's no real evidence about it. So, I guess they have a big hold on YouTube ads, so it's kind of crazy, especially. But I really don't want to see that again. Hey. It's kind of crazy, though. See, look. Is this also Jolly Castle? Bro. How are they paying for all of this? Who is funding them that they're paying for all of that? I'll come back to that later. I guess we'll go to Casual Geographic. Oh, what the heck? I think I'm good, bro. They're just nothing. Just reset. I guess we'll peep Treyarch's new video.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Yeah.
Miss Thompson, this food is so good.
Oh, thank you,
Yes,
sweetie.
it
really is, Mom. It really is.
Hey, keep that somewhere, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, here.
Y'all two been together a long time at this point, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
I was just talking to our daughters. About time we had some grandkids running around
I
here.
was just about to say that.
Well, you see, that's actually why we wanted to come here to eat today. Wanted to tell you guys that we've been trying.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. We have.
And at this point,
wow.
it's gotta happen.
You know, it's kind of wild, openly telling your family that y'all getting it on because y'all want a baby. Firstly, it ain't their business. Just say you're pregnant and move on. I mean, teach his own, I guess.
Sooner than later, because you know we've really been trying.
I'm so excited.
You know, we've been trying and trying and trying. All right, and trying and trying. Okay. And trying and trying.
Honey, can you pass me?
Hey, I'm not done talking.
Who? Just openly talking about.
Trying and trying.
But just say y'all having fun.
All right. We've been trying so hard. I'm talking from the front.
Okay.
Over the rail.
Okay, we
And
get
y'all
it.
been
Now.
from 10
rail?
minutes ago. The fuck? Like we've been just trying. Day and night.
All right, y'all some
There's
freaks.
nothing on, no clothes. Just Crocs. Sports mode. Going hard. And in
Sports
the
mode
moments,
is crazy.
in the moments when I feel like giving up, in the
You
moments
got
when
the
I feel like
Croc?
I can't go on, and it start going on,
Oh. Well, you just
think
got
of y'all.
I'm sorry.
And I just say, give them grandkids, give them grandkids, give them grandkids, give them grandkids. Give them grandkids, give them grandkids.
Whoa, okay, honey.
Come
Okay,
to my house.
Dad,
Come
please.
to my house.
No,
Don't do
okay,
like
okay,
that.
calm
Dad,
down, calm down.
no,
I'm just
no.
okay.
We're
trying to get pregnant.
You just say it too much, man. What the heck? Alright, moving on. Bro, I wish these guys would post again. Make some new content, please. Gaming after losing your arm. Oh.
At GameStop.
Love Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
About a year ago, I had a job at GameStop because, yeah, I'm a gamer. That's when I got this hoodie. It didn't come like this, though. That'd be weird. It's also when I got this Master Chief.
That's a crazy
It's supposed to be on a Warthog right now, and I didn't download CS Source. It was a seasonal job, though, so I was let go in early January. Then not even 2 weeks went by, and I got into a terrible accident. I'm not really going to get into it, but let's just say that I was hit by a large vehicle. I lost my arm, broke my leg, got a brain injury, and the surgery for the brain injury gave me a receding hairline. It sucked! After the initial shock of, my arm's gone! I started thinking, wait, can I play video games? Is my favorite hobby gone forever? Tears of the Kingdom came out shortly after, and
I will give it to gaming companies. I mean, they might be scummy as all crap, but they definitely are inclusive with taking your money. Gaming companies are inclusive with taking your
Link
money.
loses his arm in that game. Like, what? I was really looking forward to that game, but I couldn't play it. But I did have this Xbox. As of recording this, Xbox is the only console with an adaptive controller. One for the PS5 was just announced, though. You hear that, Nintendo?
this is
Get with the times. Link is technically disabled. Let him play on his Switch after he takes off his prosthetic arm that's actually just another dude's arm, and he's just a stub. Come on! Here's the Xbox adaptive controller. You got an
nice.
A and B button, you got a D-pad, start and
That's actually
select.
pretty cool.
And what I did is that I plugged in all of these external buttons for my feet. Yeah, you can plug in joysticks, but with one arm, you can't control two joysticks at the same time. Unless... On the official website for the Xbox adaptive controller, there's something advertised called the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. It has one big joystick and then a little one at the top.
That's cool.
Perfect. So I ordered
That's
it,
really cool.
and the top joystick didn't work. I tried everything,
Dang.
so I called Logitech customer support. Hey, so I plugged in my Logitech Extreme 3D Pro into my Xbox adaptive controller and...
Did you just say the Xbox adaptive controller?
Yeah, the website said
That joystick only works on Windows, you idiot.
Wait, really?
Okay, they weren't shitty about it, but they did say that this thing only works on Windows, so...
Why'd they advertise that then?
What's going on? It's still on the website. Congratulations, Microsoft. I'm giving you a sarcastic clap right now. Pretend that I am. Congratulations for giving me hope and then taking it away. I had to return the thing and cry. But I did find something else. This guy Akaki makes 3D printed controller add-ons to make them one-handed. And here's mine for Xbox. All the buttons can be pressed with my left hand, and the right stick can be controlled with this little thing at the bottom. You can use my stub, or I can use my leg. It's a brilliantly made thing. I appreciate the craftsmanship a lot, but it's not very easy to use. Mostly because of the right stick. Feels very awkward to use, like you have a lack of control. It's hard to describe. You also can't assemble the thing with one hand, and it blocks the charging port. So every time that it's done charging, I need help from a two-handed fellow, which is annoying. Luckily, I had another option. The hospital that I stayed at recovering from my accident referred me to a university where, for final projects, freshman engineering students can make products for people with disabilities. Hell yeah! It's way too hot in this room. But I think the test that I gave them was way too hard. These guys were freshmen, and I told them to make me a product that could give me the ability to play FPS games on Xbox. So yeah, I suck. Here I got some gizmos, some gadgets, maybe a doodad, we'll see. Now, I'm not insulting these students in any way, don't get the wrong idea. I couldn't make any of this stuff, and I'm very, very grateful. That being said, though, this shit sucks, I'm sorry. So this here, they called the Dorito controller.
The what?
It's basically doing what the Logitech controller didn't. One joystick here, the other joystick here, some buttons here, some buttons that fell off there. Much like a real Dorito, though, it has very sharp edges. It's not ergonomic at all. I don't think that was part of the assignment, though. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, yeah, this is called the... It says this one doesn't have a name. I'll make up my own name. This one's called the nipple. So basically what you gotta do is you strap it to your armchair, and then this basically controls the right joystick on an Xbox controller. Yeah, it's not very comfortable, but they did ask me if it would be comfortable, and I said yes, so that's on me. So yeah, nipple. Uncomfortable nipple. It's my new band. Put up the first album art here. Wow. That's stupid. I'm not gonna put that in. So this is the last one.
Yeah, it looks like you're
and
editing.
Holy
You did put
moly!
It in. Whoa, that's a lot.
So it's basically like a one-handed controller that's supposed to be used with the nipple. So you got a joystick over here, some buttons right here, some buttons right here, some buttons right here.
Oh.
Ow! So yeah, these all work, just not very well. Now at this point I was like, it is so over. But I was looking around online one day and I saw a video of some guy MacGyvering a mouse and keyboard together. Then in the suggested videos I saw something called the Azeron Cyborg, which is a one-handed keyboard for gaming. I was like, oh man, this would be perfect if it was also a mouse. So I went on Azeron's website to see if they had what I was looking for, and they did! Introducing the Azeron Cyro, a one-handed mouse and keyboard for gaming. It took about a month to be built and shipped from Latvia. You could use it as a mouse. This joystick controls WASD, and you got some buttons that you can bind to anything. It works super, super well. My only complaints would be that a lot of the parts are 3D printed, so it's not very durable. I also recently started having problems with the scroll wheel, and I saw another video where this guy was having hardware issues, so it's not perfect. Also, if you're mostly a console gamer, you'll have to switch to PC for the most part. Ignoring all that, though, this is the best way to play games one-handed. I've been playing Minecraft, I just beat Portal 2 for the billionth time, I just bought the Battle Pass in Fortnite so I can unlock Peter Griffin.
Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite.
It's actually a godsend. It was a gift from
That was already a year ago?
That's God in Latvian. He was the god of the sky and the ruler of the gods in Baltic mythology. Yeah. He also created the Azeron Cyro so Charlie could play Half-Life 2 after his arm got amputated. For many, many months, I was trying to find the answer to my gaming problem, and this is it. All of my occupational therapists didn't even know this thing existed. And I think I know why. Azeron doesn't advertise this as an accessibility thing. There's this picture on their website where it's like, look, you can game in one hand and have a drink in the other. And I know you want a big market, I get that. But let me be real. Azeron, I love you. I'm super, super thankful. But look, no gamer with two hands is gonna want this thing. It's a control setup that's super unusual, And gamers don't like anything that's different. For people with the use of only one of their hands, though, this is the best. This is where it's at. This is my first video, but please subscribe. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I did it in
That was
post.
cool.
Virtual reality is one.
Oh, dang. He really didn't. Oh, he doesn't post too much. Took a break. Then,
Virtual reality is one of the coolest technologies.
Wix. One platform.
Alright, bro. How'd you make
$350 million that it taken Insomniac to make Marvel Spider-Man 2, including 520 employees that worked on this game. And this is me, one guy, less experience, no team and no budget. Yes, that's right. In this video, I'll be making my own Marvel Spider-Man 3 game before Insomniac. And what is my goal? Well, to see if a single person, which is me, can make a better game than $1 million company. Okay, so I'm gonna split everything that I need to make in 6 stages, starting with I'm gonna start designing everything that I need to make in the most authentic way possible. And by seeing this, it had me thinking, like, what if I make a gold version of this so it matches
Oh, dang. That was kind of stupid.
so it matches the one I made earlier. And also for the suits presentation, I want to give it an authentic look. The most important thing about all of this is that I really enjoyed making this, which finally brings us to the big moment, the final stage, the Marvel Spider-Man 3 gameplay. So here is the final results.
I didn't make a Discord. I should watch that thing. Wait, what?
Rated T for teen.
Let me share my childhood, so creating this felt like a dream. What else? Probably should have watched the whole thing, but I don't feel like going through all of that. That's from. Huh. That's cool. Can't hate at all.
Okay, let's go.
That's creative.
I want to do something different, which for example like making a
You made an actual disc. All right. Excuse me, what happened to your PlayStation?
Oh my gosh, what happened to your PlayStation, you said, sir?
So I was just playing
I just said that, what the heck?
GTA with my friends, you know, chilling all night.
with your
I decided to leave it on rest mode one night, and the next day I tried to get on, it just wouldn't turn on at all.
You burned the whole thing, even the cable?
Yeah.
How?
Wow.
I was wondering if this is fixable.
Don't worry, I got you. Oi, oi, oi.
I mean, yeah, my thing dirty too, but I cleaned it.
Get all this. It's all smoke.
How do you burn something?
Surgery time. Oi, oi, oi. He's gonna need new thermal paste as well. You can even see the heatsink.
What the heck? That's ridiculous.
It's all smoke.
That's smoke? That looked like dust.
And power supply.
How?
Definitely need one.
Bro, what was he doing to his PlayStation that it's... I can't get past that, bro. What could you possibly be doing?
Time to assemble everything.
Assemble? Did you fix his power supply? Or at least give him a new power supply?
Let's test it again.
Okay.
Alright, it turned on.
I sure hope so. You didn't put the... Alright. I'm gonna like this because that was pretty good.
Looks good. Yeah? Your PlayStation.
That's good.
I love virtual reality. I got.
Why are you on your phone all the time? What do you mean? Everybody's on their phone. Turn on the TV or something.
I just created the world's first 360-degree monitor. About 10 months ago, a YouTuber named Dan Tick broke the world.
Isn't it crazy how we taught rocks to do math? Anyway, every year now, for a few years in a row, Apple
What if forks?
I'm tired.
Each one you buy is a bullet in the barrel of your best guy's gun.
Probably can't watch that. I'm trying to think of a quick online game because I don't have my PlayStation. I don't have my PlayStation on me. I thought about playing FNAF. I don't want to play FNAF right now. What are some other like old games that had like a little bit of need some with a little bit of story to it? Orange Roulette, out of the question. Get my thing striked. Dang, I haven't played those in a minute. I'm definitely not going to definitely not going to play the bring on the PlayStation over here. Dang. You know, I definitely could have brought my Switch over here though. I might do that next stream. Bring my Switch over because that was initially my plan. I was gonna. My VR is dead. No, this is a small corner. I would have to move that camera around. What do I'm gonna do? See if to watch later. All right. I literally just came across the video, so we're gonna finish off with this. No, I'm not a drama YouTuber, but I will be checking this stuff out because David should have been in jail. Watch later. All right. Don't care. Law and Crime Network. I hope this doesn't get my thing taken down, because I literally just, you know. David likely to be charged with murder. New report. I don't know how reputable these channel is. I mean, they got almost 8 million subscribers. So I hope they are reputable. All right.
In a brand new report, it is being suggested that singer David may about to be indicted, formally charged with murder in connection with the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the young girl whose dead body was reportedly found in his car. Now, if you're shocked, if you're confused by this, if you're wondering what to make of this, you aren't alone. We're going to break down this new reporting and, if true, what this means and how it could play out. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Hi, Jesse.
Okay, so as you know, we have been on top of this story from the very beginning. We plan to cover every aspect of it as it develops, and the reason that we can do that is because of the incredible support.
Hold on, because there's low-key another video I could be uploading to YouTube, too. In the back of my mind, you died. Start recording. Couldn't think for a second. What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna go straight to the chase. Allegedly, David, yes, just in case y'all forgot about it, the guy who was messing with cupcakes. There's a possibility he's allegedly going to get arrested. I don't know how true it is, but let's find out.
Report that we get from our sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest personal injury law firm, a firm with over 1,000 attorneys who have recovered $25 billion for more than 500,000 clients. In fact, 150,000 times been started /LC.
Yeah, I'm not on here for that.
Investigation.
Okay.
What an update in the David and Celeste Rivas Hernandez investigation. Because after
first place
all of these months, after speculation, after reporting about grand juries, after a back and forth on whether singer David is in fact the suspect or not in connection with the death of this 14-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who was found in a Tesla reportedly registered to the romantic homicide singer back in September in LA.
Freaking crazy.
That, now TMZ is reporting.
She didn't even get to live her life yet, and she didn't even get that chance. She sends one's card, dude.
That he will likely face murder charges. Now, I have to take a second to explain how confusing this is if true, okay? I say if true because obviously there is no way to officially confirm this. Authorities are not going to confirm this. I mean, the New York Post just reported that they reached out to a Los Angeles District Attorney's Office spokesperson who said the case hasn't been presented to the office. But TMZ is reporting that this is likely that David could be charged with murder because the reported grand jury hearing this case may be asked to hand down an indictment. Now, assuming for a moment that there is a grand jury, and I think we can, you know, safely say that may be true. There was reporting about a grand jury and certain witnesses testifying because they appeared in the courthouse like David's manager, Robert Morgenroth. So assuming that reporting is true, you know, you can assume that perhaps a grand jury has been impaneled. But we always thought that it was an investigative grand jury. This is different. An investigative grand jury is one that helps to gather evidence, subpoena documents, compel people to testify, but they don't act.
I don't know anything legal for real, but I'm gonna take what this dude says.
Actually return an indictment. And when I say an indictment, formal charges. But now, TMZ is reporting that their unidentified sources claim no. The jury that has allegedly been hearing evidence for the past several weeks is one that can vote to return back an indictment. And their sources tell them that authorities believe David was involved in Celeste's death. So even if it is true.
I mean, that's kind of obvious, considering it was proven that they already knew each other and he was messing with her. Mind you, she was not, an adult.
True that there is a grand jury, and this is a grand jury that can indict someone. Do we know for sure that it would be David that would be the subject of an indictment? And do we know
He
that it
needs
would
to go
be
to
for
jail
murder?
for something.
No. But let me lay this out for a second, because last
Okay.
month, and what makes this confusing, and I want to put it all into context, last month, the LAPD came out with a statement that said, quote, the vehicle, talking about the Tesla where Celeste had been found, the vehicle had been parked at the location from which it was towed for several weeks. So Miss Rivas Hernandez may have been deceased for several weeks before the discovery of her body. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of Miss Rivas Hernandez's death. As such, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. Meaning,
okay, so they put her body there, but how did she die in the first place? If we're being serious, and if I understand that right, how did she die in the first place? And why did they put her body in the car instead of calling the ambulance? Come on, let's be so for
there
real.
might not be a homicide charge. And then more recently,
How
the
did she die
LAPD told KTLA that they stand by that prior release. So if that's the
No,
case,
they gotta be
why the
hiding
change,
something.
right? I mean, if it's true, David is now being considered for homicide charges, what happened? Or, by the way, is he going to be indicted in connection with just the disposal or concealment of her body? Maybe he won't be indicted at all. But one of the complicating factors is whether something happened in the autopsy findings, right? Was there something in the toxicology reports? Was there something in the ME's reports? Was there something about cause and manner of death that changed the whole scenario? Remember, the cause and manner of death hasn't been revealed. The LAPD successfully petitioned the court to seal the medical examiner's records related to Celeste's death. The LAPD said in a statement that this was done, quote, only to ensure detectives from Robbery Homicide Division learned of important information surrounding her death before the media and the public. The order was not sought to undermine transparency. But the bottom line is we don't know if those findings led to a different conclusion. Did things change a bit? Yeah. It was reported that David was being considered a suspect by police, that they were looking at this as a homicide.
It's his car. He
To
was
be clear,
messing
though,
with her.
That wasn't officially confirmed by authorities. What they did confirm in a statement over Thanksgiving was the following. The Los Angeles Police Department is aware of the recent stories posted by various media outlets about the David Celeste Rivas investigation and would like to dispel some misinformation contained in their reporting. The body of Celeste Rivas was not frozen when it was discovered on September 8th, 2025. She had not been decapitated. We have evidence that David traveled to the Santa Barbara area sometime during the spring of 2025. The reason for that trip is still under investigation, and we've drawn no conclusions at this point about the relevance of the trip to this case. So yeah, that release was done to correct the record on some reports.
This picture by itself is ridiculous.
Reporting on the state of Celeste's body, but most importantly about that, the reason I brought it up, they also mentioned this apparent trip
forget what I was
that
gonna say.
David took. So that was big. That was confirmation. That was seeming confirmation that they were looking into David in some capacity. And also, according to reporting from outlets like Fox
So do
LA,
people just not care that he's a EDP? Like, people not caring about that?
David stopped cooperating with authorities. He also reportedly lawyered up that he retained renowned criminal defense attorney Blair Burke. And also, I'll note, we don't know where David is, right? He hasn't been publicly seen after he canceled his tour in the wake of Celeste's body being found. But you go back to this. You go back to this report that he may likely be indicted for murder. That is major. And if true, it sets a whole new chapter in this case and potentially provides a lot of answers as to what may have happened to Celeste, the girl who disappeared in 2024 when she was just 13 years old, was allegedly in some sort of relationship with the 20-year-old singer. And I will also note
The fact that there's images of those two together, they definitely knew each other in some capacity.
that it's been reported that seasoned homicide prosecutor Beth Silverman is spearheading this.
Who in their right mind will represent David? Like, seriously, how can you sit there and represent David?
Grand jury presentation. Actually, when you go back to Morgan Roth, so the guy who apparently manages David, runs the record label, the touring company, TMZ reported that Morgan Roth was seen outside of a courtroom and was overheard telling his lawyer that the DA, so presumably Silverman, quote, she was very pushy on why I didn't call police, and I said I feel like I didn't have the responsibility to do that and just wanted to continue with the tour.
That's all you care about.
This is all reported. We can't confirm it ourselves. What was said, what wasn't said.
It could be taken.
But we have to
take
talk
it with a
about
grain of
this.
salt.
And I will also say, according to TMZ, it was overheard in that hallway that this grand jury could be hearing evidence till February. So even if an indictment or potential indictment was on the horizon, we may not see it soon. All right, so I want to bring on my friend, trial attorney Rich Schoenstein, to talk about this. Rich,
What's up, Rich?
You know, a lot of this is speculation. A lot of this is reporting based on what we're seeing. What do you make of it? What do you make of the reporting? I laid out how confusing this is,
I'm not
how it's a little bit of
someone who knows
backlash.
the
It
legal
seems
ins
to
and
be
outs, but
inconsistent
this
with
is
what we've
weird.
seen in the past. But do you think that this is a
And he
realistic
is- he's
possibility? Right
weird.
now we're talking about potentially this grand jury indicting David for murder. What do you make of this reporting?
Well, I think it's a possibility, and I agree with you. It's very speculative because you don't really know what a grand jury is going to do until they do it. It's not a live proceeding. We don't have access. We don't know for a fact all of the evidence that's being presented or what the purpose even is. The initial reports had been, I think, that this was what we call an investigative grand jury, right? So the idea there is you have a lot of witnesses or potential witnesses who don't want to talk to authorities. This may shock you, but some people don't like talking to the police, especially if it's high-profile matters. So you convene a grand jury so you can subpoena people, bring them in,
And then depending on the person you find, they might want to call racism on it too. So.
and swear them under oath, put them under penalty of perjury, and question them in front of a grand jury. That's the power of an investigative grand jury, and that's what we thought initially was happening here.
Unless the reporting was wrong, unless it really wasn't an investigative grand jury, and it was a grand jury that was tasked with securing an indictment, or there is a second grand jury that's been impaneled after the investigative grand jury, or there is no grand jury, or there's still just an investigative grand jury that won't release an indictment. But, I guess the question is, why that change? That's confusing.
If it changed, and listen, I think all of the possibilities you just laid out are out there. It might have been a regular grand jury from day one. This might be a new grand jury. They might have changed it. But if it changed from an investigation to seeking an indictment, then that leads me to believe that the prosecutors think they have gathered enough evidence to sustain an indictment and to prosecute the case. That would be the thing that changed, the amount of evidence the prosecutors had.
Now, I have to ask you, if this reporting is true, why they now believe, again, we don't know for sure, but why there could be a murder charge, why this is a homicide. What would have led them to conclude that? Because there was prior statements that indicated there might be no crime other than concealment of a body. There was talk about, was Celeste's death accidental? Was it an overdose? We don't know for sure.
Overdose?
But I do
Why?
wonder, was there something, let's say, from the ME's report, the toxicology findings, that would indicate that this was a homicide, that this was murder, that David was allegedly responsible? We don't know for sure. But what do you think?
He's responsible of something, regardless if it's, offing her or just being a freaking EDP, He's responsible for something.
Reporting's true, why potentially seek a murder charge against him now? What changed?
If you're an introvert, working in an office can be draining. The constant small talk, the background noise, and the...
So I don't think it's strictly something from the ME report, because you would have had that early on. If it was just a matter of toxicology and you thought, well, this is not the kind of drug someone would voluntarily take, this is something that was given to them, I don't know that you would have gone through all of this with the grand jury. You probably would have known that just from the chemicals. So what it suggests to me is that some witness or witnesses...
It's too many photos of them together. Like, come on now. Please, do y'all jobs right for once. I'm not talking about these two talking about the thing, but the people actually involved with this trial, please do y'all jobs correctly.
have come in and said something. Maybe the investigators have a more cohesive story about motive. Maybe they have some circumstantial evidence that they didn't have at the beginning that would make this look more like a murder than an accident. You know, anytime the story is potentially just someone was trying to cover up a body, you're always going to look at that real hard. You're always going to look at that and be like, really? Were they just getting rid of a body, or are they involved here on a somewhat more nefarious level? So there's all sorts of different kinds of evidence that they could have come up with. Since it's a grand jury proceeding, I sort of lean to thinking it must be something testimonial.
You could 100% be right, and you laid it out perfectly. I do wonder, though, is there a possibility, and again, we don't know the truth, we don't know this for sure, that if drugs were involved, can you prosecute somebody for murder or manslaughter if you supplied the drugs to someone and they died?
Please answer that. Answer that.
Yeah, I don't think you usually see that. If it's two people voluntarily using drugs and one of them dies, you don't generally see criminal charges against the other person for being the supplier. Now, we're talking about a minor victim here, right? So that adds another level here. Possibly there could be some sort of charge for supplying narcotics to a minor. That might be independently a crime that would be different if that person had been an adult. But generally speaking, when two people are using and one of them overdoses, I don't think you see charges against the survivor.
And there is a possibility that it's not a murder charge or not a homicide charge, but a charge related to the concealment or disposal of the body. Right? I mean, we could be talking about a possibility where he is criminally charged, but not necessarily directly in connection with her death.
Sure, 100%. They could go after for some other charge, for hiding the body, for interfering with the investigation, for all sorts of things. And by the way,
So
Jesse,
why are they picking and choosing?
part of
It seemed
this
like-
too is the suspect's conduct. Has he been cooperative? What has he told
the dude earlier,
authorities? To the authorities?
the dude earlier, Jesse Weber, said he stopped being cooperative. So that's something by
believe
itself.
that he's cooperating, or do they think they're getting the runaround from him, right? That adds a level to what they're looking at.
And I want to add something else as well. Whatever the potential charge is or could be or allegedly is, the likelihood that a grand jury here would return an indictment is high, right? I mean, explain to our viewers why it is more
'cause
likely
I don't
than
know
not
enough
that a
about this
grand
stuff.
jury would return an indictment given the evidence that was presented.
Well, a grand jury is a completely one-sided proceeding. The government presents its evidence, its theory of the case, and asks the grand jury to return an indictment. You don't hear from the defense. Nobody gets cross-examined by the defense. The defense doesn't put on witnesses. And because of that, there is a tendency for the government to get an indictment from a grand jury when they want. There's that old saying, you can indict a ham sandwich, which loosely means you can get an indictment anytime you want. I don't think that's really true. We've seen, even recently, sometimes grand juries put off the government and say, no, that's not enough, we're not doing it. But the majority of the time, you will get an indictment when you seek one with the grand jury. The other thing is, prosecutors tend to have at least enough evidence to bring charges if they're seeking an indictment
so how much
in front of a
evidence do they
grand
really
jury.
have?
It doesn't mean they have enough evidence to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, but they have enough evidence to make the charge.
And just to circle back here, there is grounds to this. There is an idea that he could be criminally charged, because if you couple it with, law enforcement, LAPD, making that statement that they have evidence that David traveled to the Santa Barbara area sometime during the spring of 2025. We're still trying to understand the reason about that. That was still under investigation, but the fact that they mentioned that, the property that he was allegedly staying at in LA, which was reportedly near where the Tesla was found, and by the way, her body found in a Tesla, reportedly his Tesla, reportedly registered to him. The fact that TMZ and other outlets reported that his manager had apparently or allegedly been testifying in front of the grand jury. There is a strong indication, if you were representing David, would you say, you know, be on the lookout? It is a strong possibility that you could be facing a charge at this point, given everything.
First off, say I was a lawyer. I wouldn't be representing David in any capacity.
That we've seen.
I'd quit on him and let him swim by himself.
Well, sure. You would always advise your client, if there's a grand jury proceeding going on and your client is a suspect, whether that's capital S suspect or one of many suspects, you would always give your client advice about that, about the grand jury proceeding and what's going on, that it is a possibility. And again, hearkening back to what we just talked about, that it's relatively easy to get an indictment from the grand jury. And certainly here, there's been a lot of public speculation and stuff in the press that he might be a suspect, so I'm sure he's been advised accordingly.
Would it be just him who would be indicted, or if an indictment comes down, you would see multiple defendants? Because there was talk about potentially a second suspect.
Yeah, I mean, now you're getting in even deeper into the speculation, so I don't know. It depends what the investigation
Well, I guess traditionally speaking, like if an indictment comes down in a case like this, would they do it, everybody that they can charge at one time, they would? Or would you see potentially an indictment against David, then a month later indictment against somebody else, or do you see typically an indictment
Somebody needs to go to jail regardless. People don't just up and die, you know. There's usually a reason behind it, regardless if it's disease, old age, or murder. I said what I said. And if you're supplying, allegedly, this is all alleged, as if he was really supplying those substances to her, he need to get hit with something, because she ain't even supposed to be taking that stuff. Neither is he, if we're being for real, because substances are substances. They mess with your body, whatever. And if he accidentally offed her, be a man about it and say you did it instead of putting everybody through all of this.
All sorts of different ways. I think more commonly you would see it together, because it would be one grand jury going over a set of facts and a set of witnesses, and you would do it together. But if you subsequently got information about other potential defendants,
we have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
And this is why AI needs to go.
you could bring the grand jury back, you could convene a different grand jury, you could have a whole different proceeding, so you could have other prosecutions down the road. I would presume you would do them together if you could.
Do you think that this reporting, if true, that he could be facing an indictment, do you think it has anything to do with what we previously reported about regarding Steve Fisher? So this private investigator who was hired by the owner of that property that David was apparently staying at. Again,
owner of the property.
Searched by authorities. It was located reportedly near where the Tesla was found. So Steve took to X and he said, although my words have been misquoted by some, what I actually said about certain items found at the Doheny address was that they were items you would expect to find on a farm rather than in a home in the Hollywood Hills. One of those items was a burn cage incinerator advertised to burn at 1600 degrees. Human cremations are typically performed at approximately 1400 degrees.
What?
An incinerator is not legal to use within city limits and serves no legitimate purpose at a residential property in the Hollywood Hills. Some will argue that this item was intended as a prop for a video. If that were the case, it raises several obvious questions. Why would a 55-pound bird cage be delivered to a private residence instead of directly to a prop designer or production house? Why would it be ordered before departing on an extended world tour? And why was it never used?
Were they planning on turning her into ashes? Wait a minute now.
In any video production. It is also important to note
that
there were additional items present that could be used in conjunction with the burn cage.
And hypothetically, if a burn cage, whatever, used to make ashes, why would he want a real one instead of getting a prop? Because by the sounds of it, this was real. So that's also another question. Why not just get a prop of a burn cage and use effects? He definitely, as big as David is, he definitely should have the money to get some VFX in there and not need a real, burn cage.
To be very clear, this burn cage was not used. It was still new and in the box. However,
knows if they
given that
plan on using
Celeste
it?
Rivas Hernandez's remains were ultimately found in the Tesla trunk, the presence of an incinerator at the same residence associated with that vehicle necessarily raises questions about intent. The burn cage was not taken during the search warrant, and because it was not used, it appears it's not of importance to any possible criminal investigation, but we think it's important context,
It most certainly
even
is.
if not criminal. The bird cage and other related items were delivered to the residence under a false name, although the deliveries were accepted at the property. Attached is a photograph of the actual burn cage incinerator as found at the residence, along with an image from Dr. Burns' advertising materials for the product.
Why do you need a false name to get a burn cage?
And I will also say that Steve went on News Nation and said, we found a chainsaw. No purpose for a chainsaw to be at the house. It still had the protective shield over the chain itself. There it is with a burn cage. You gotta wonder what this plan was. Now again, this is Steve Fisher coming out and saying this. We don't know for sure what authorities found or what they consider to be relevant in this investigation. But I do have to wonder, I have to ask, if any of that is related to the news we're talking about today.
It has to be in some
Well,
form.
it definitely could be. And those are going to raise fascinating evidentiary issues if this matter proceeds to an indictment and goes to trial. I mean, now you have circumstantial evidence to try to establish that the defendant intended to dismember and or incinerate a body, but they weren't actually used to dismember or incinerate a body. So now it becomes sort of tangential circumstantial evidence, and would it even get admitted into trial? Can we establish clearly that it was delivered to this defendant or somehow under his control or somehow
someone who's not your
related?
age.
And I guess there's this possible
Someone that's way
story
younger
that they
than you,
were
right?
just
Hanging out with
props for a video. Is there anything concrete to establish that? There are a whole mess of issues tied up with that evidence. But yeah, I think if there is investigative work that suggests that this individual was accumulating equipment that would help him get rid of a body, that is going to resonate with the investigators and probably push them to want to get an indictment.
Can you walk us through, so that you know, it's being reported that they might still be hearing witnesses till February, so an
that's
indictment
all
might
like
not
a
be
lie,
imminent
because if that's
it
the
is actually gonna be
truth,
coming down.
bruh.
Can you walk us through how it works? You know, if an indictment is handed down, what are the next steps? Would David, let's say he is indicted, does he surrender? Is he arrested? What are the next
he
steps?
probably
What
get
should we be
arrested.
on the lookout for when this case, or if this case progresses in that way?
Yeah, sometimes grand jury proceedings like this can linger a while. They don't start on a Monday and end on a Friday necessarily. They can have
It's
breaks,
been
and
months.
especially we have the holidays here, and you have to schedule them according to the witnesses you want to bring in. So I very much buy the idea that this might go into February before there's a conclusion. At the end of the grand jury proceeding, the prosecutors will seek an indictment, and if they get one, if the grand jury votes to indict, then they are able to indict and start a case against the defendant. He will be arrested. He would plead guilty or not guilty. There would be a proceeding in court to determine whether or not he would be held in custody while the proceedings were going on. There would be an opportunity for his attorneys to try to move to dismiss the charges that were brought against him for whatever legal basis they might have. There would be a period of criminal discovery and disclosure, and then, you know, the case would proceed on its way to trial potentially. And obviously, there's a possibility at any point in that sequence that there could be a negotiated resolution, that there could be a plea bargain, that there could be a deal on the table, that the matter could be concluded without further formal proceedings or a trial.
And I appreciate you laying.
Bruh. All right, bro.
Laying all that out. I think that's a really good explanation about what we can expect. I guess before we wrap things up, and this is another big point, when will we have answers to the questions that we have? And maybe more importantly, when will the family
I would
have
love
answers
to know
the
that.
questions
The
that
family
they have? Because
forget the rest of us. The family deserves answers before anybody else hears anything. The family deserves to know what happened to their child.
the Emmys
I said a lot of stuff about we need to know, but no, the family really needs to know these things before anything else happens.
have been sealed based on the LAPD sought a court order. You do wonder if an indictment comes down, would it list out all the witnesses? Would it list out all the evidence? Will the ME's report then be released? I mean, if an indictment should come down, how much information will we actually get?
Well, you know this as well as anybody, Jesse, because you read a bunch of these indictments. Sometimes they're a little bit thin. I mean, sometimes they just lay out sort of the underlying facts of the crime as alleged, and they don't put in the detail. In fact, I'm not sure I've seen a lot of them where you get a list of witnesses or a list of exhibits. You don't get that kind of thing until you get closer to trial. You don't get to see the evidence until you're in the discovery process in the criminal proceeding. So you might get an indictment now. Is that an answer for his family or her family? Is it an answer for the public? I don't know. I assume because this is a high-profile matter, a celebrity matter, if there is an indictment, I assume there will be people who think it's an unfair indictment. I assume there will be people who will side with the defendant. We see a lot of that these days. So I don't know if it will answer anybody's questions. To me, you don't get a final answer until there's a plea or a verdict at trial.
Rich Schoenstein, thanks so much for taking the time. As always, appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And that's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on X or Instagram. I'm Jesse Weber. I'll speak to you next time.
This is 2 days old. Only 5,000 likes? Nah, bro. Assuming this is all true, like just having that assumption, keeping this in the back of our heads that this is a very real possibility. Something needs to happen. Someone needs to go to jail. I'm ending stream right there. Go and play some games next time because I'm not hooking up my Switch and it's currently almost 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to sleep. Yeah, that's it. Make sure to like, share with your peoples, your friends, your family, all that other stuff, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's it. And then as for stream, because I was recording, that's also it. I mean, I'm really ending it right here. So, all right.